Alright, what up, guys? So, this is the third part of the Value Paladin series. This is deck building series like I've done before, except a lot of times I do like a creative deck building, like more of a fun thing, like a creative outlet. This one I'm trying to go for something that's a little bit more competitive. I think that Warrior has a lot of value options. So if you've seen the first two parts, you'll kind of know how I got here. First two parts, I was trying out stuff like quality assurance, more all you can eat, things of that nature. But after those two, I've decided to go a little bit more of a like control leaning route. So I've got Brawls in there, and I'm also trying Shaladrasil in this version. And then Fyrak and Ceaseless Expanse is another one I haven't had in previous versions. It seems like having some answers, like unconditional answers to things, will help out a lot. But otherwise, a lot of very similar elements. It seems like Value Warrior is, it has potential. Let's see, it looks like I went 5 and 5 last time, and I think I had no Dream Planner, and I was using a Hostile Invader. Off the top of my head, I can't exactly remember what I cut for the Brawls. I definitely cut the Hostile Invader, but let me look at the other version real quick. Let's see. So I think this was the first version. So I cut the Blood Fighters for the second version. Ended up going with Mayor and the Manager. But yeah, regardless of how I got there, check out those videos. Definitely worth seeing. There are some interesting possibilities with Warrior. But otherwise, yeah, everything should be mostly self-explanatory. Just trying to make it through these early turns, create some value with things like all you can eat. I really would like to have two of them in there, but I think I've decided on one for now. I might do one quality assurance, one all you can eat. But for the time being, this seems like the way to go. It just depends on how the matchups go and how I can best smooth out the draws. So that's enough blibber blabber about card choices and how I got here. Let's get into some games because I know that's what most of you guys really care about. All right. But I really like where this is going. At some point I'm going to try it with the Warrior Quest. I think that'll be pretty awesome. Oh, the other thing I took out of this version is Stonecarver. I really liked the ability to go Sanguine Depths turn 1, Stonecarver turn 2, but I'm leaning more the control route this time by taking that out, adding Brawls, and we'll see where this gets me. I think these are safe mulligans. You're going to get stuck with high-costing cards sometimes. It's just the nature of the deck, but yeah, this seems fine. We won't die in the first 3 turns, right? 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 Yeah, I prefer something like this over a traditional Control Warrior. I've played, between Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone, I've played many control decks in my day. Priest Control, Warrior Control, Magic the Gathering, tons of stuff over the last 20 years. And I find Control to be very boring. So I'd like to be doing something a little bit more active, maybe trying to create some card advantage, or, you know, have the ability to beat my opponent before like turn 30, because waiting until you have complete control and completely have out attritioned your opponent and then taking them down just isn't, that doesn't feel like my style. Also, that's very taxing mentally. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to lead towards aggro or mid-range. I love a good mid-range deck. That's what I was originally going for with this, but after doing some experimenting, it seemed like a very kind of mid-range, leaning towards 6-drop and above, the Curator package, all that. It seemed really good, and that starts to lean more control anyway. So Quest Priest is an interesting opponent to have. I'm very surprised I'm not playing against Imbue Rogue, because that's been the majority of my matchups the last couple days, pretty much since the mini set came out. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, we're both just chilling.
Find me in the dream.
It might be that they need minions to play spells on. Yep, that's what they were waiting for. Yeah, for a half a second I was like, maybe I don't play minions, but yeah. That was what they wanted. Which is fine. Cost 1 if you played a Holy and a Shadow spell this turn. That seems pretty good. I almost don't want to play the Blobatar because it's probably just going to be fodder for more of their spells, honestly. Very tempting. Very, very tempting. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go this route. I'm thinking I'll probably just wait until Marin. Play Marin, get some value. At the very least, I can see what happens next turn. Taking 4 is not that big a deal. I'm still over 30. It is pretty fascinating that this deck seems to rely, at least what their hand is, it seems to rely on me having minions for them to do something. Okay, so I guess we don't get a choice in the matter. They get a minion to work with anyway. Ham doesn't seem bad, because I would imagine that the minions that they play are pretty valuable. Let's give it a try. Cool. Yeah, Cubicle's good. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, Puppet Theater's a good card. I thought about playing a Demolition Renovator in this list, but I ended up deciding against it ultimately. I think I might end up playing one still because it's just so valuable in this format. So many people play Elise to begin with, and then there's all this other stuff. Like Priest has a lot of good locations. And then there's like Bird Sanctuary that's played by both Hunter and Shaman. There's a lot of different locations that are very relevant to the standard format. Yeah, I think Marin is fine here.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks
to me. Draw 3, reduce their cost by 3 seems the best here. I've got 7 cards in hand. Yeah. And I'm definitely waiting until this is corrupted to play it. The corrupted versions are just insane. Absolutely bonkers. Yeah, I played against traditional Control Warrior, I think a couple of times. I want to say I played him twice last time. Let's see, Control. Yeah, I lost once, beat him once. But it was very difficult. I want to say actually the one that I won was just because they didn't have all the right cards for Elise. Like I think they messed up their deck structure and didn't have all the right costs, so Elise didn't even trigger. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it was that game. But with that all being said, the Control Warrior that I lost, it was a no-brainer. They definitely had me covered. No problem about it. After you cast a spell on a minion, draw a card. Okay. I don't think double execute is the play. That seems bad. Brawl could be okay, because Whatever is left I can execute, and if my guy's left, then that's great. It's not an ideal situation to brawl, though. But you know what? This does open up next turn, so
Take a load off.
let's do this. Not the best use, but... Wow! And they still get it. Okay. Well, they'll get a Mare in the Manager then. That's unfortunate. Oh, I don't think it's Bird Sanctuary. The hunter location I was talking about was Parrot Sanctuary, I guess it's called. Something like that. It's got a big old bird on it, and it does stuff. Alright, they're playing Flash Heal. Fascinating. Eternal Firebolt is very good. Alright, so there's the ham. What are they going to eat? Ooh, that's rough. Well, Elise is pretty good. I'm going to do this for Fire Plume, because at this point it seems like this game's going to be a grind. Summoning 6 raptors seems good. And let's discover a spell. Let's see, Plucky will draw Dracorex or Nomelia or Ziliax. I don't think I want any of those right now, so let's throw Blob of Tar out there, I guess. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm trying to be conscious of not playing things just for the sake of playing things, but I do have to make a little space in my hand if I want to play Shallow Drasil, Wondrous, what's it called? Wondrous Wand. This is coming down next turn, which will also give me a spell, so just got to be conscious of hand size. Whew, yeah, Eternal Firebolt is a banging card. Thankfully it's a fire spell and not a holy or a shadow. But they have one more shadow spell. And they've got their quest. I think, don't they still have a drink? I want to say they still have a drink left over. God, so many of their cards in their hand are from discovering or... Yeah, I think they still have the Mare and the Manager also. This is bonkers. So this will make raptors, which I can use to kill this. Plus I get a spell. Yeah, that seems good. Plus it activates Shallow Drasil, so those will be corrupted now. Let's do this, and we'll sacrifice Elise, and this will give us max value of the raptors. And 9 cards in hand, I guess we're chilling. Yep, there's the Nightshade Tea. Ooh, that's pretty good. So if that's the top card of their deck, that means the copy they just played will give them another copy, plus they have the one on top. And there is their quest reward. I think they just gotta... I think they want to cubicle their quest reward so that it just keeps making copies. Ay, ay, ay.
Relaxation for all and all.
And of course. And they made their 1/1 a 1/6 with all their spells. That's nuts. It's very possible Control Priest is way better than Control Warrior. I mean, the Control Warrior quest rewards are, I think, much better than this guy. But they have so many more options with Priest. Like some of these cards, like Eternal Firebolt is insane. Let's see. So this does 5 to a random enemy. This is a tough one here. So I can go Sanguine Depths, shoot one, execute it, attack it, assuming... Yeah, I should have one left after that. This is not a great situation, though. You know what? This is going to deal 10 to me, but I think maybe... Not Fire Rack. Maybe I just Brawl. Yeah, I don't like this, but I also do need to play some cards. Sitting on all these cards is not ideal. Alright, cool. And let's get rid of the other ones. This, and this. And might as well throw... No, let's not throw that out. We'll do that and this. And cool. Alright, so I'm at 12, which is not good, but thankfully their quest reward is gone. They may be able to resurrect it. Ah, there we go. So they just shuffled 5 copies of friendly minions that died this game into their deck. So that could be quest reward among some of the other things that died. Let's see what they're... where is it? Oh, there it is. Very bottom of the screen. So Marin the Manager, Ham the Hungry, Glade Song. I don't think Cubicle counts. That didn't die. It was destroyed from their deck. So it's possible the quest reward is not in there. Fingers crossed. But whatever it is costs 0, so that's obviously good value. Cool. I have 8 cards. This will draw me 3, put me up to 10 cards. I'll have 7 mana left. I could just cast Fire Rack. Let me see what I get off of this first. Cool, Guard Duty seems alright. Up to 9 cards. Yeah, let's just use these guys, I guess, now, because I'm also going to refill my board with this. We've got cool, meh, and alright. And then I'm back to 8 cards. I've still got 10 whole mana, though. You know what? Let's run it. Just gonna roll the dice. Ooh, that's not good. That's actually not good at all. No! Alright, we lost Dracorex. Probably won't be super valuable against them, but whatever. Something worth considering, too, is since I'm playing Brawl, maybe I don't need the Shadow Flame and the Precursory Strike. Maybe Precursory Strike is better than Shadow Flame in this deck. I think that'll probably be the next change that I work on. Maybe -2 Shadow Flame. It's kind of nice against some aggressive decks, but it gives me 2 spots to work with, which is helpful. I do want to try some other stuff in this deck. Alright, they took a Brawl from me, of course. Of course they did. I think I'm going to play a bunch of damage spells on them just to get them out of my hand, and plus that'll help me refill the board with the Dark Gift minions off of the Shadow Flames. Okay then. That's insane value. That's actually just ridiculous value. Oh my god. Alright, what do these get? I can deal 5 damage to all enemies with the Corrupted Awakening, but I gotta clear some stuff out of my hand first. Yeah, this doesn't seem ideal. Goodness gracious. Okay, fun times. Alright, that's unfortunate too, so let's do this. We get... Sure. You know, before we do that, let's go Precursory Strike there. Let's do this. Let's do Shadow Flame here. That seems okay. Got another Shadow Flame, 2, so that's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is not a great position here. Yeah, even if I do that, well, no, that's still 16, so I think I gotta do this. I guess we'll do that. Alright, so I'm alive. I think these are gonna burn either next turn or the turn after. I want to say... I don't remember exactly. Shoot. Should have been keeping better track of that, but that's the way it goes. This is an insane game, though. They are way ahead on cards. What is it? Okay, sure. Wow. They have a demolition renovator or something? No, okay. Interesting. Well, they wanted to make space for something. So we can do this. Yeah, this is crazy. I guess we'll start here. Give me something that gives me armor or health, please. Give a minion in your hand stats. Yeah, guard duty seems okay. Shield block seems good also, but guard duty puts up some protection. I'd rather not draw a card. Oh, doy. I should have attacked first. What are you going to do? Not misplay is what you're going to do. Let's see what Dream Planner gets. We're going to impact their battlefield. 3 damage, freeze. The freeze seems okay, so that'll at least get us a little bit of time here. We can do this, this. Might as well get that out there before it's burnt. Let's do this, and sure, we'll do that. Okay. This is by far one of the craziest games I think I've ever played. Just, we are throwing super value haymakers back and forth. This is bonkers. I mean, they're doing some way more valuable things than I am. I mean, they've got 26 cards in total. We only started with 30, so they've created a ton of value. I'm down to 16 cards in total. So, yep. The other mayor and the manager, fun times. So Line Cook is kind of a pain, not a very good card. But I guess maybe I could keep trading that getting more copies of it, and you know, something like Golden Kobold could turn it into legendary minions. I don't know. There's something I can do with it, but not a lot of the other stuff in the deck is going to matter too much. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can chance it and do this. I'll be missing one of the dream cards, but assuming... I think it's worth the risk. Because I'm at 7 right now. I mean, this is... There we go. Corrupted Awakening. 5 damage to all enemies. And then we can go...
More wishes? No way.
2, shuffle... So we can go here, 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 and here. And we're alive. Okay. Yeah, 2 mana 6/10 is pretty awesome. That'll be cool. Hopefully that also insulates me from direct damage of some kind, but who knows what they've even got in here. This is craziness. Ah, they did get another one of those shuffled in. That's unfortunate. And they've got a bunch of them because of those fortunes. Alright, so seems like the game's over. I'm out of brawls. Not really much I can do that's going to matter. Like, I guess drawing Zilliax could be okay. Yeah, like, I guess let's see if we can get a Zilliax? No. Yeah, I'm not going to bother continuing to play this one out. They were outvaluing us from the get-go. I mean, that was like a 25-minute game or something like that. Just actual craziness. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Because that was a lot of work. Oh my god. I think it was pretty safe to say, like, I don't know, turn 10 or 15 or it was not going to go my way, but it seemed like it was worth playing it out just to get more experience with the deck and all that. So I'm a big proponent of playing things out. It's usually gives you good experience, and sometimes you'll win games that you didn't think you were going to win. All right, here's a rogue, which I can only assume is Imbue Rogue. We're going to keep the Brawl just in case of shenanigans. We can do it on turn 4 if needed off the coin. Alright, this is an okay hand. I thought about keeping Execute, but didn't seem super relevant. Alright, and we're off and running. That's actually not bad. Let's just spare ourselves a little bit of damage early. Drawing a ham is cool. Hopefully this game is a little bit more interactive and we're not just, like, it seemed like me and my opponent were kind of just playing with ourselves, trying to create more value than the other, and they very obviously outvalued me. So this one should be more interactive. Probably actually get some reasonable combat. Yeah, shuffle your hand is totally fine.
And smell the flowers.
I could poke this guy and give it more attack, but that just feels like a waste. Very bad. Ooh, good old Blobatar. So this could draw Curator, Greenwing, or Blob of Tar. All of which I could play. I don't think that's necessary, though. We'll just chill. We've got plenty of time to create some value. Plus, if this makes them think that they should go harder on the board, then Brawl gets better. I'm still not sure if the Curator and the Plucky Paint Fin and all that are too cute. I like that package a lot because I feel like it lets you interact on the battlefield in addition to creating card advantage. And it's also got some utility. I mean, Curator gets Dracorex, Plucky being a poisonous minion is relevant. Sometimes it gets Fire Rock. Alright, we got Greenwing. That's something. I could Brawl here. There's a 25% chance they get this. But if they don't, they're still going to have 3 minions because they get the 2 off of this. So... I could also Dream Planner. Let's see what Dream Planner impacting Battlefield gives me. Double Swipe. That's really fascinating. I guess I'll play one of those. I could just play Greenwing here. Yeah, I think I just play Greenwing. Not really hurting too much from their attacks. I don't know how much I like Brawl in this deck. It does some good stuff, but interesting. Split into beetles, and then start of your turn it reforms with that many beetles. Fun times. Bob Freeze doesn't seem bad here. I think this is going to make minions first if they die at the same time, so at least that limits the size of this thing. Yeah, I think I just Bob Freeze. Just going to kind of chill and buy some time. And you know what? Why don't we do this even? So, yeah, so I should have Bob froze after this. Sorry, I saw this play afterwards and was like, oh, hey. So, what are you going to do? So, unfortunately, that makes me lose Bob, but what are you going to do? Play better, that's what you're going to do. Okay, Swipe gets a little better with these. Nomelia's fun. There's a lot of ways to play this. 6, 7 there. Yeah, this is unfortunately a pretty bad spot. This guy is just so annoying. I mean, if I kill it on my turn, they're just gonna... Yeah, so let's do this. We'll get rid of the other guys. Come on. Alright. Almost missed it. So now that it's got 1 health, I can poke it with the Sanguine Depths and then like swipe away the tokens or something. I just have a little bit, I have some more options there. But yeah, pretty rough position regardless.
Lost forever.
And I gotta take, what, 8 this turn?
Explosions! Now in color! Let's lighten the
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Imbue Rogue is a very strong deck. So I'm debating on whether or not I Dracorex, Brawl, Swipe. I could even... No, I guess Ziliax isn't the play until next turn. So yeah, I think I gotta swipe. Five left. I could ham the Hungry, but I think Blavatar is probably better. And I would like some armor. Alright, Ziliax will be very helpful next turn. Assuming I live, there is a possibility that I just don't make it here. They've got lots of options. What do they got here? 2 of these. Wow, their own Ziliax, of course. That really sucks. So they can hit the 2 taunt minions, the blob, and the resulting minion, and then smack me for 5. But at least my Ziliax will kill their Ziliax. Oh, they're gonna keep... Interesting. Alright. That seems fair. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's a real pain. But I have to Ziliax here. It's pretty much the only thing that's going to save me. Or at least save me for the time being. Wow, 4 damage. Pretty good. Deals 1 to 4. Oh, they have one off of Deja Vu also. Oh my god. No. Is that the same one? Because they shadow stepped. It did cost 7, so I can only assume... Deja Vu makes it cost 1 less, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, Deja Vu is 1 less, so I guess it was originally created off of Deja Vu. Maybe they were baiting me into playing my own Ziliax by playing the one they took from me knowing I had it. But I think I got a Dracorex here. I can do this. And this. Alright. This is a crazy game also. Last one was crazy, this one was crazy. Seems good. And there's plenty of things I could draw that would be helpful. I'm not sure all you can eat is the right call for this deck though. Because it's leaning more control, I end up sitting there a little bit more, so drawing 3 cards is almost a hindrance. Let's see. Three, 4, 5, 6, 10. Alright, let's see what this gives me. I'm gonna go Fire Plume, because we want max value here. 10/10 copy seems great. Ooh, these are all good options. I don't think I can pick 12 armor over these two. These two are definitely, I think, the 2 best ones. I think 10/10 minion is best. Jeez, all great options. I think discovering a spell that's probably going to be free is ideal. And then we can do this. We've got this. And we've got this. What do we get? Dragon Turtle, Stone Carver, Hostile Invader. Hostile Invader doesn't seem bad. That could prove to be useful. Especially since it summons a 2/2 copy, so if I Spell Burst, it'll kill the other one, triggering the Death Rattle. It'll deal a lot of damage. So playing one, deals 2 damage to everything, makes a copy, and then Spell Burst will deal 4 to everything between the 2 of them, plus the other one dying makes 6, which would kill this one and deal 8 to everything. So they get an Elise resurrected off of this. Oh no, they get anything it kills resurrected. That's a good card. So if I Hostile Invader, we're dealing 2 damage. That goes to 9. I make a 2/2. I do this to that. It goes to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I believe that should kill it. So we do this, and then they're just left with an Elise. We do this. Resurrect a mech. Ooh. So this will get back Ziliax. That's fantastic. So it does that, does that. Nope, it didn't work like I thought. Okay. Oh, because it's 5 instead of 4. We came close. So if they want to attack that, they'll get an Elise and a Hostile Invader. Fine. But this getting back Ziliax will be fantastic, because they'll get both copies. And they attack random enemies, so I'll probably just sit on that for another couple of turns, maybe let them damage me some more, get max value out of that health. Whoo! Pretty good. So they go up to 20 corpses that they can refresh their life with. That's crazy. Very interesting. Ysera might be good in this deck also. Hard to say. I don't know that I can justify a Brawl here. I don't think Fire Plume is the way. I can make a 10/10 taunt minion and get a spell that's probably free.
What now?
I could get back Ziliax. That'll put me back to mostly full health. I'll go to like 28. I think this is the play. And they still have, I think, one Ziliax. I thought you resurrect two. Oh, two different, because they're the same. Wow. Well, they have the same name, so they're not different minions. That kind of sucks. But that's the way it goes. And I've got a 7/7 Wind Fury now. So 24 attack, 7, 14, 18, yeah. I like that this tracker takes into account Wind Fury, so it counts it twice. So if one of these guys lives, they're probably going to be the Fire Plume target. Ooh, that's pretty good for them. Jeez, and the Shadow Step again is rough. Okay. So I can still Fire Plume. I think that's pretty good here. What do we get off All You Can Eat? There's still a couple of things. 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. Yeah, I think Fire Plume is going to be great. 10/10 Wind Fury is very strong. Brawl, Shadow Flame. Yeah, I think Brawl's the call. Yeah, next version is definitely not going to include All You Can Eat. Question is what to play. I do kind of miss Stonecarver, but later in the game it becomes a little bit of a dead draw. Especially if I'm going more control heavy. I might just put the Blood Fighters back in. It does really raise the average mana cost in the deck though. So I could try Fire Rock to clear the board, but I think Brawl is going to be more reliable. Question is do I play a minion before Brawl? I think I'm going to do this version. So actually, hold up. If I go 0-drop Brawl, then I can ham the Hungry after, but if they have a Ziliax still, then I can't ham the Hungry.
What now?
Yeah, so just in case I want to ham the Hungry, let's do this Brawl first. Dang! Alright, they still have a Ziliax. That's unfortunate. I could Brawl again. Let's All You Can Eat, and we'll let it go. This has been a just bonkers game. You could make a case also that because I draw so many cards with everything else, Total and Traveler, Plucky, Precursory Strike, etc., that maybe All You Can Eat pushes me in the realm of drawing too many cards, where I put myself at a disadvantage. I mean, Marin shuffles some cards in, which is nice, as well as Green Wing.
Rod number 802, welcome to the collection.
Ceaseless Expanse will cost 0. That's nice to know. Ooh, boy. Arana's pretty good. I like that card. Okay, good. Shot it back to my face. Thank God. Darn. Alright, they can get rid of this now. Alright, well, looks like I got a Brawl again. I'm tempted to execute this first. Or no, I can just do this even. But this is a great value play now because they're down to 3 cards in their hand. We're still mostly even on card advantage. They have, what, 9 and 3 is 12. I have 5 and 8 is 13. But I'm starting to pull ahead a little bit, which is nice. I think making a copy of Ham is probably better. Curator draws nothing now, which is totally fine. Plucky also draws nothing. So I think having this available for the execute is really valuable. So I'm not going to worry about their little 2-1. Yeah, let's see where this takes me. I could make a copy of that, but I think Ham's going to be better, especially considering that we both are low on cards in our deck. That'll help even it out, because they have 3 more than me, and exhaustion is a factor. Even though I do have Marin the Manager available to shuffle 3 cards in my deck. So I definitely think the Warrior Quest is going to go in this deck at some point. Alright, that's helpful. Buys me a little time, hopefully. Ooh, okay. Yeah, the pieces of loot off of this are normally very good. Give all minions in your hand +2/+3. Dang. And they've got 1 there, definitely a Croc there, and then whatever these are. Another Brawl. This is nuts. Alright, so let's start with double Ham. Discover a friendly dragon that died this turn or this game, so Dracorex, Greenwing, or Illusion. So that'll give me a Dracorex, which will more or less clear their board. Seems worth doing that. And we've got some armor. Man. Cool. Alright, they're down to 2 cards in deck, while I have 6, even though 2 of mine are illusions. It seems very possible I can take this game down, but it's going to be a fight still. They're going to get an extra, I think, what, 20? Yeah, 20 life after they die. Didn't they already play one of those guys? Oh my god. That guy's so good. Grifta actually could do really well in this deck. And no minion type. Deal 6 damage to a minion, that helps. So they got Ceaseless Expanse, of all things. Tortolan Traveler gets an illusion. This will also draw an illusion. And Shaladrasil, okay. I think Marin is great here. That shuffles more cards into my deck.
many cards left.
So yeah, I didn't want to play traditional warrior and have to grind it out to like turn 30, but here I am grinding out up to like turn 45. But I'm much happier with this game than I am with that last one, that's for sure. Alright, gotta be conscious of these loots. The loots are just unbelievable. And the fact that they get to discover them is even crazier. Oh, computer's thinking. Oh no, there we go.
Better speed it up.
Yeah, this is crazy number of cards that they've used so far. Oh wow, okay, they're desperate if they're using that shadow, or that starship. Okay, fair enough. There's an illusion. I'm tempted to Fire Rock. That'll activate the corrupted Shaladrasil. Let's see what this gives me, because I can always make a copy. Interesting. That gets 0 cards. This is pointless. I guess we'll do the egg. I guess. That's just ridiculous. That's super ridiculous. Do I brawl here? I'm very tempted to brawl. This is gonna make something cost less? Yeah, we're just gonna brawl. Yeah, and we'll wait on this. If I somehow get this to break more times, then I could, like I can break one with this, but if I can get it broken to the point of one away from the 2020, then I'll have a 10-10 that makes a 20-20. So they're down to 5 cards total, plus whatever they can discover. Ooh, Nightmare Fuel is very good. Ooh, that's also very good. That gives them a stream of cards if they can keep playing the stuff they get off a Time Looper. Because every time when they play all 3, they get another Time Looper. So that's pretty good for them. I'm tempted to Fire Rock. I can deal 6 damage to my own guy. I still got 3 breaks to go though, so that's gonna be tough. I think Fire Rock is fine because that opens up Shaladrasil sometime. Okay. Ah, I was like, please hit the egg. Yes! That's not good. And naturally, the goblet is left over. Well, I can Shaladrasil, the corrupted, what is it? I can shuffle a minion into its owner's deck. So I can shuffle something like Fire Rock in the deck and then use Goblet to get another. But, oh no, I'm going to burn Goblet. I don't even have a choice in the matter. Oh well. Alright, so they have reached the point of exhaustion, or fatigue. I always say exhaustion. Fatigue damage. Ay, ay, ay. This is an just absolutely crazy game. Alright, well I can execute one of these now. Sweet. 20 damage. Oh my god. Does that mean I'm dead now? Can they just attack? Or did they... Oh, I guess they did already. Wow. 3 more breaks. This is pretty rough.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Stop and smell the flowers.
And as much as I would like to use this on an egg, I think it's more realistic to use it on one of these guys. Just so I have a taunt minion. It also gives me a free spell I can cast here. Yeah, just in case they have something, I feel like this is the right call. Gotta be safe. Attacks a random enemy. That's a... Is that a mech? That is a mech.
The menagerie is for guests.
Sweet! Good stuff. So I'm gonna take 1 damage from my own fatigue next turn. So I'm gonna have to really prioritize armor. Arguably I should have armored here, but seemed like it was worth being extra safe with that 5/5 minion. Let me see, does Shallow Drasil give me... Yeah, it doesn't look like anything that can heal me, yeah. But I can shuffle something into my deck. So that'll at least give me 1 turn where I won't take fatigue damage.
Just a portal away from paradise.
1 damage. Real quick, what does this do when it dies? Death Rattle, summon a chameleon. But what is the chameleon? Okay. Well, I definitely should have paid more attention to that, but what are you going to do? Yeah, this is rough. I definitely need some armor here, but... Alright, I guess if I do this... Oh, that's perfect. I can do this. Let's see what the chameleon is. Just a 3/3 lifesteal. Perfect. And then shuffle a minion into my deck. I guess I'll just do one of these. Let's hit them here. Gotta get armor. And we're alive. Okay. Good God, this is a crazy game. Yeah, arguably getting a minion that costs 6 less every turn is gonna be problematic, but hopefully they just whiff and get some very weak things that are just happen to be free. This is really nuts. I've been playing for like an hour. I've not even finished game 2. I haven't had this happen, I don't think, ever. My hero's elusive, so I definitely need armor. That's definitely happening. I think it's good to clear their board again, so they're down to 3 cards total plus their discovers.
Is there trouble? I love light.
Alright, let's see if we can take this down. So now they go to 20. And I've got more than 20 attack on board. I can afford to take one more fatigue hit. I think I can afford 2 more, because that'll be 2 damage, plus I gain armor next turn. Goes from 4 to 6, take 3 damage. Yes! Oh my god, I have never earned a win like the win I just earned. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, I only got one more game left in me. Otherwise, this video is going to be 6 hours long. Okay, last game here, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. These are quite possibly, at least in succession, these are the 2 craziest games I've ever played in my entire life. I've never played games that went this nuts. Oh my god. Okay, I swear if this is Control Warrior, I'm going to be really mad. I don't want to sit here for another half hour to lose. Okay, I definitely keep Elise. I think it's fine not to keep Green Wings. Cool. All good cards. So far, I really like this deck. Ooh, seems like Dragon Warrior. Which is totally cool. I'll have Dream Planner, multiple executes, and a Brawl, so I'm ready for just about anything. Wow. Okay, and they have a slow draw, which is great for me. I would expect them to properly assume that I am a Dragon Warrior deck with a very slow draw here. And playing Dream Planner tells them that I still could be Dragon Warrior. I don't know if it's showing them the Ceaseless Expanse on their end if they're using HS Tracker. I think Elise is decent here. Maybe I just Dream Planner, though. Dream Planner, impact a battlefield, next turn Elise. Shadow Flame is cool. Holy Nova's decent. Okay. Those are awesome.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Seems fine to me. They're just going face? Awesome. I think it's okay for me to take 4 here, so I could go attack with this, attack with that, and Shadow Flame. I could also just execute, I guess. No, you know what? I Holy Nova, because that'll heal me up a little bit. So let's go like this. We'll Holy Nova. And then we're going to execute that, because I'm not taking Wind Fury damage. That's way too much. Alright, initial onslaught handled. Gotta make sure I'm gaining armor here as things go on, because they will definitely continue to apply pressure.
I remember this place well.
Alright, we're gonna go Terror Run. We don't have time to wait around for Fire Plume. Okay, armor's great.
Find me in the dream.
Okay. What? Why would they do that? Because now I can just kill that. And I've got Shadow Flame for the other one. Let's see what we get off of this. I like this a lot, because now we can go here, here, gain 5 armor. Might as well throw this out there, and this guy's got charge. Good stuff. Alright, we're hanging in there. That's my dog click-clacking around.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Frostmourne's great. I assume they rewind here. Yeah.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
They got Tusk Piercer. I got the same one again, remote control. That's amazing. And I don't mind that at all. It's giving me little hounds that I can poke stuff with.
Oh, have you filled out the paperwork?
Dream Planner for damage, okay. Pretty sure I'm going to Terror Run next here. Blavitar's decent. I don't mind Shadow Flame though. On this guy. But it could be a little preemptive. Yeah, Terror Run doesn't seem bad. No dragons have died yet, but that could get me back, what, Dracorex, Fire Rock, Green Wing. That could be great for Dracorex later. I don't have any mechs at the moment. This is a mech, isn't it? No, it's not. Alright, so that'll be a little thing to do for Fire Rock later, I guess. Let's get rid of this. Let's gain some armor. I hope they don't play Demolition Renovator. Ah, there's a Wind Peak. Good stuff for them. So that's probably going to get an Execute. Or I could hit it with this and then poke my guy and then Shadow Flame their guys out the way.
What pretty petals.
Yeah, that seems good. Play another minion. Five, six. Okay, so it doesn't quite work, but at the very least I can execute it. That seems okay.
Strike like steel!
A recurring dream.
Inside voices, please.
Ah, fine. So I'll take a little damage there, but not the worst. Curator will draw me Dracorex, which is great. Should be Dracorex, Plucky, and either Green Wing or Fire Rock. Either way.
Find me in the dream.
And I can even Curator and Shadow Flame it. So it'll deal 4 to everything. With this, it'll be 6 to everything.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Dracorex, Green Wing, Plucky. So let's do this. And then we're going to Shadow Flame. Alright, great position.
I have no master.
Whoo! Okay. And it's got Reborn, that's tough. Well, perfect timing. Oh, it Reborn with... Never mind. I just autopiloted hit it with the 1-1 without even checking. Alright, that'll be annoying, but at least I'm back to like 35 health. Getting much closer to Ceaseless Expanse.
What horror will hatch?
Wow, they're just playing minions to play minions now. That's fair. Cool. I like that. Oh, computer's lagging. Thank you. And I've got 9 cards. Don't think I want to mess that up now, so we're chilling. Yeah, it's working out nicely. I don't think there's a universe where they end up winning this game, but anything can happen. Dragon Warrior being down to 2 cards with no board, though, pretty rough. Still got Nomelia at the ready. So if I cut all you can eat, actually, maybe I play, God, I forget what it's called, but the 3 mana card that makes, that gives you an extra mana crystal. That might be pretty good. Steals 8 damage split among all enemy minions. So let's give him some minions.
And smell the flowers.
Okay.
Insignificant.
Alright, they are very dead. I think I like this deck a lot. Ooh, wow. Alright. Celiacs will buy them some time. Yeah, it's hard not to just... Sure, they can have the health. Fire Rock obviously could have cleared the board, but it didn't seem worth just risking. It would have just done it. Alright, wow. That sucks. Oh my god, all it gave me was enemy minion damage. Alright, so I guess I should have done it first and then done Dracorex if needed. Fine. It's just hilarious. I was hoping that would just, you know, mitigate some of the life gain they had, but such is life. Sure. What? Why not attack the Dracorex and take less damage on your dude? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? It's fine. Probably not going to be worth just holding on to Nomelia for a bunch of time. And to be fair, I could have been a little too quick draw with the spell that got back Dracorex. Could have just waited until they had a board to be able to use it on. It would have come out of nowhere, so that was definitely a misplay. But I was hoping that would seal the deal. Zilliax is just extending this game so much longer. Yeah, this is like 3 half-hour games I'm playing here. What did I do? Give me something good. I have 1 damaged minion, I guess.
I've seen the end.
Stop and smell the flowers.
I'm surprised he hasn't scooped yet. This seems like it's worth a concession. There we go. Alright guys, 3 games down in an hour and a half. 2-1 in games. Only losses to that crazy Quest Priest. So I like this deck a lot. I think it's got a lot of potential. But I would really love to speed up these games because this is too much. I think fighting through Imbue Rogue and the variety of other decks out there, I'd like to figure out how to pick up the pace, but at the same time, like, if this is what I'm playing, it's probably going to take some time to win games regardless, so don't forget to smash the like button. Definitely like and follow and comment and all that stuff. It makes a big difference for the channel, so I appreciate you guys that are following. Big thank you to y'all. But check out the other videos if you're new here, because I got tons of stuff for you guys to check out, both competitive and fun casual decks. Peace and love, guys.